Alright, first off, I want to say all praises to how Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps, shalom. Brother Iram from the Jamaica camp once more, doing a video on basically a continuation of the series WW3 Geopolitics, and right now we did a video a couple months back, but we just get through to do it. So as you can see on the screen, the Gleaner, Jamaica Gleaner, and this is a report on what happened when Rex Tillerson, the then U.S. Secretary of State, come to Jamaica, right? And him come to discuss a whole lot of things where we basically have to do with this whole entire region, right? So just I got straight into it. This article was printed on the 7th of February 2018. It says U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson arrives today, right? It says the United States Secretary of State Rex Tillerson is due to arrive today for a working 3-hour visit where he is expected to hold bilateral talks with Prime Minister Andrew Holness on important matters, including national security. Now, look at it this way, right? The first thing I come to do, bilateral talks. If you know what take place in the economist stage right now, there's a lot of tariffs and trade war taking place between China and the United States. Also with Russia as well. You have sanctions taking place left to right. You have treasury bonds being dumped, right? And all of this have to do with what? The trading and the US dollar, right? So basically, one of the main things we are comfortable about are we have to make sure say we help with dollar stay afloat, right? Bilateral talks, who you trade it from, who you try to your mind what China doing in the country, right? As you know, China build so much roads and bridge and all type of something, have so much different infrastructure, right? You have the Russian owned bauxite company here in Jamaica, and then on top of that, you have US support or US aid in the country where I deal with other things. So as I think we do have a video upon this couple months back with Jamaica being basically being like a whore, and the scripture tell you how the nation of Israel always commit whoredom with the nations and they make the lovers come persecute you. So basically Jamaica in a very nasty situation right now because all our lovers them, all our man them we are buy her out, a war over her now and them are get to the point where they just come together and just mash her up, right? As you say, Jamaica is going to be one of the you call one of them neutral zones. Look up World War One and World War Two, it never end well for the neutral zones, yo. Never end well, right? So back on topic, so the bilateral talks, right? Trade. That one of the main things when coming talk about trade and how obviously man make it know. So you look here, you have to put things in place to make sure say whatever trade or deals you make, carefully you have to remember say how our economy come first, right? That are the first thing. So he never come with us, oh yeah, with us just like when Obama did come the last time and come to tell you about US foreign policy and also talk about certain things with Goat Island and Chinese. Basically it's just a follow-up from what Obama come do a couple of years later. Right? It says on important matters including national security. Things that they matter about Jamaica national security. It's not about Jamaican national security I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable about US national security. Now, certain aspects of that can it include Jamaican national security based on certain strategic things? Yes, but ultimately, it's not about the national security of Jamaica. It's about the national security of United States, as I said earlier, the US foreign policy, right? That we have to do with human rights, have to do with same trade talks, have to do with military defense, like the waters, the the um the strategic points, the Goat Island, right? Certain strategic location in terms of this upcoming war we are bro, right? It says he is likely to engage Holness in dialogue to promote safe, prosperous, energy secure, democratic atmosphere. So you see how them paint it. Them paint it like him come for something good, but really and truly him come for do is for threaten the Jamaican Prime Minister of making up say, look here, get in line. Right? Basically over here, if you know about the Monroe Doctrine, we do a lesson upon that in the past as well with the World War III geopolitics. You know about the Monroe Doctrine, what it is state that everything over the West belongs to the US. Right? Everything over here is considered every from North, Central, and Southern America. It's US territory. Cuba, all them Caribbean islands here. It's a part of United States territory, right? So them basically I go around the territory, make some people just say, look here, war bro. See, you have to make sure you're up on the right side or make sure you're in line, right? So I say that you want to come to promote a safe atmosphere, not a safe, prosperous. No. Basically, I must say, if you know want we crash on the economy like Venezuela, get in line. They say energy security, yeah, them are complete certain technology, come with the whole smart city, Jamaica Eye, and certain other things. Soon get into all of that, right? So them have certain programs, energy programs and things where them are plan to implement. And notice where it said democratic society. So them never ever left out the legalization of homosexuality. And if you realize in the same time period, Andrew have to say, yo, right now, him have a problem with homosexuals and I'm cabinet and all of that, right? And if you don't watch the interview as well, when you say, yo, hey, this man gone after you, because him say some things in a particular part inside the interview. We have them jot down on a sticky note, soon get into that as well. It says his visits come on the back end of a whistle stop tour which saw him traveling to 4 Central and South American countries: Mexico, Argentina, Peru, and Colombia. So them money go around basically a war tactics. They must set up them strategic points, right? All for know say yo everybody forget in line. When as it pertains to the war we are brew right now in the Middle East and we are eventually I will come over this side, yo. Right? The matter of crime, climate change, border security, which we soon get into the crime part. Climate change, as I know, that's a big sham. But border security and trade agreements could also figure high on the agenda, says a Gleaner source. Exactly. And out of all of them here, they say the border security and trade agreements that are the main thing. As the Ariella we say currency war, trade wars, real wars, right? And when you have war, you have to talk about border security. Who are pass the borders, right? China coming in, Russia coming in, right? Even you know what they have Russian subs popping up in the Caribbean Sea, right? All of that are things where they are taking into place. It says a joint conference with Holness and Tillerson will follow bilateral talks at the office of the Prime Minister at 1:45. I said the whole press conference upon YouTube and for watch it and we used to say yo, them even read from a script and I think so much of them really free talking and Holness get him script, Tillerson get him script and then two of them read from the script and say alright that's how the people that's how we are tell them. But me and you both know what we're supposed to do or what we agree to behind closed doors. Why the talks with them have behind closed doors? What make them could have that on camera? Why that have to be in one private room? Slovakia, right? It says Jamaican immigrant consultant and Northeast US Diaspora Advisory Board member Akeli Lawrence told a Gleaner that last week that Holness should press Tillerson on matters surrounding the slashing of budgetary support of the assistance program USAID. And one of the media journalists them ask him a question and say if the reason why he agree with the whole Israel thing are because the USC basically are threatening them if them not they on point with where them depend and them say oh no him believe in the sovereignty of every of of any nation just like how Jamaica moved towards being a sovereign nation, right? So I must say, yo, it's just that everybody, if them have them independence and supposed to can opt for certain things, are supposed to have the right to do certain things. But here it is, it claims that Jamaica is independent country, but your country is guided by the guidelines of the United States and other players, of course, such as China and Russia, right? She said any move to cut US aid budget will have severe consequences for several programs that have been underpinned by the US slack. Sorry about that. She said any move to cut US aid budget will have severe consequences for several programs that have been underpinned by the agency support, right? And that are the thing. You make them know, so look here, if we don't get in line with what we are deal with, you're gonna get into some serious problem, right? If you now all of them either way you benefit from with the US, if you now agree with what we are saying, if you now say with what we are saying, if we are ended up on the same point, yo, all of the target slash and your country will go down, right? It says, I am continuing, it says, I am hoping that Mr. Holness be decisive in presenting Jamaica's position on matters, on important matters such as Venezuela, Caribbean security, immigration reform in the US, and likely impact it will have on developing countries. Lawrence Matailand or Maitland had said. In the meantime, Professor of Political Science of Monroe College in New York, Beasley Wilson, said that the focus must be on pressing the US for more support in fighting crime. First of all, the US not really give a shit about the crime that take place in Jamaica. The only reason why them even care about the scamming are because really and truly scamming with the remittance help the country. Because money are come in at the country, so it actually help the economy. That's the only problem with them, only reason why them have a problem with scamming. As for Jake out here kill each other, them not give a shit. Straight on to the point. Right? But however, the Venezuela thing here, even that is a very important thing because as them say, yo, them ask Andrew Holness in the press conference, say, yo, what the stance for Venezuela? And them say, yo, well, them need to do the thing democratically and agree with what the US says. So the US are try them basically are try getting into Venezuela business, right? And has put sanctions on. That's why you see all of the famine in Venezuela. That's why I see Venezuela then I stay away in it. Because US puppet not get to go in at power. So them basically destabilize the man them country. And the same thing them tell Jamaica say, look, if you don't work with we're gonna make what happen to Venezuela happen to you. Right? And basically let him in come and threaten him say, yo, look, watch Venezuela. Right? Because even with what take place in Venezuela, the sanctions will get placed on Venezuela, it affect even the it affect the Petrojam, yo. The budget, some funds where they come out from Petrojam, Jamaica forget because it joined with Venezuela, them that could get some of money, right? There's money there on freeze. And they must say, yo, but we now violate US foreign policy, but Venezuela, who know Venezuela and a thing, so why we can't get our money? And then basically I show them, say, look here, Venezuela own part of a company, so we have to freeze the accounts and all of that, and we have sanctions for Venezuela, so XYZ, boom, bang, France, you say, bless. That's all them know, say, look here, a Venezuela thing, so y'all get clapped with it. You see me? But them know say yo, if them do that, it also going to affect the Jamaican economy, which are going to make Jamaica more dependent on them so they might have more power. So it's not so much about even Venezuela alone, yo. It's about control and power our next country money. Or influence over our next country where once they say yo, Ray, them just do it we tell them to do. Right? And we basically jot down a few points is for some of the things them in the press conference. What are the first thing when them say, oh, the anti-gang and corruption programs. That's one of the first thing where them get to. So if anybody look video what a couple of years back from the first time that the bill passed in a parliament, the anti-gang bill, right? Where if you get a certain way, you can just come and say, yo, guy yard or them can lock you up, right? If you have certain things that display certain things, right? Or even something as simple as a shirt where I say, yo, dead to thugs or something like that, you can go to jail for it. Based on it right now in Jamaica, based on anti-gang, anti-corruption programs, them are deal with organized crime and all them things there. But really and truly, the anti-gang bill is mainly aimed at the men of the Lord. Because if you read a particular section that tell about posters and music and things we are say once it offend people, right? And once it is a group, there's somewhere and this offend people, then it's a problem, right? Also, him make sure him emphasize that look, Jamaica is the third border of the United States, right? The third border. And in a separate interview, honest they explained to in a Belgium, they explained to them, say, look, we're responsible, Jamaica responsible for the ocean territory, but 25 times size of the island, right? So even that we naval strategies come into play. That is why the whole Goat Island thing was such a major issue, because if China forget hold upon that piece of land that them have a huge naval territory, if you combat them in a them backyard in the war to come. So that is why them say, yo, when them say them are sell the Goat Island to China, I say, yo, look, we are talking about, you're mad. That can't happen. Plus, them still have still have time for the lease for them, they lease it or whatever. But nonetheless, them now, whether or not them they have a lease, them never they gonna make that happen, yo. Them never they gonna make that happen. And then even Tillerson himself said, look, I come for reinforce agreements where we're supposed to have with Jamaica. I mean, say, yo, look here, I come here to remind them on which part we stand. And remind them on which part we're there. Right? Same thing with Obama put in place, and the same thing come around and say, look, remember say problem we start. And right now Jamaica is the head of CARICOM. Now if Jamaica is the head of CARICOM, how you think gonna happen? What you think gonna happen when them decide say, look, Andrew Holness under the US influence, that means they plan to have the whole Caribbean region under US influence, because Andrew Holness, obviously Holness have to get in line. I wanna hear how him talk, I can see it say, yo, yeah, basically one puppet. When I even see the thing where him read, basically where the scripture say, look, I'm America's bitch. So it's all about war. It was about threatening him and making us say, look here, don't play. You see the things in the article where they have pinpoint. This was not a friendly visit. This is a wartime visit, yo. It's about strategy. It's about geopolitics. It's all about World War III. It even certain things about urban drill and all them thing that urban I'm call it urban training and all them things, things to do with the RFID chip and all them things, all of that are come into play, yo. Which part, what the part of Jamaica will play for the US in the upcoming war, right? Venezuelan oil. Even the one of journalists asks, only say, yo, so since the sanctions end upon Venezuela and we used to get oil from them, what happened now? Where we get oil from? Jamaica said, look, we stop buying oil from them. Now we are buying oil from the US. So you see what the US do. If Jamaica did support them, as you say, yo, them would have messed up the economy, and it could be the same way like how Venezuela be right now for being defiant against them. But none them put sanctions on Venezuela so Jamaica can start buy oil from them. And then go on at the pretense say, oh, the reason why we now support Venezuela because a human rights and peace, and them now follow the democratic process of getting the leaders in and all them something there. Right? All a sham. All a sham. Next thing where them come with what? Intelligence sharing. Intelligence sharing, yo. And they have a thing where them released the other day, the Jamaica Eye. Right? Need to do a lesson upon that as well. Right? They don't work on the Jamaican Eye, and even a few years back, the United Nations signed a treaty with Jamaica in terms of intelligence sharing with the airports, right? So basically, all of the information where the airports gather through the persons traveling in and out of the country, that's supposed to get shared with the UN. So you have a lot of things taking place behind the scenes, and all that lead up to the New World Order. But before that, it'll lead up to World War III, yo. And it all gonna happen to what? The detriment of you people, because you people not understand say, oh, this is the Lord that brew this war. I want to understand say, oh, we live in a serious times. So, oh no man, the US and them people over this in an argument. We not have to do with that. But then again, here in Jamaica, when being hypocrites, I was saying say, oh, once yes, US catch a cold, we sneeze. Or if US sick, we sick. Anything them economy do our economy. Right? Then Rex go as far as to say, look here, when them ask Andrew Holness whether or not indeed do the thing with Jerusalem, him say, look here, we are going to withdraw aid from any person not seeing eye to eye with the foreign policy principles of the United States. Therefore, if you not work with we not help you. And then because the journalists say, oh, me think say, you don't really sincerely help people, spite of what them believe or whatever. Them say, oh, no, we only help people when they're on our side. So if Jamaica not work with our side, we not give them aid. And then Andrew only try to pity up and say, oh, right now, yeah, we get aid from US, but we never do it because of the aid. We do it because we believe in the human rights and peace and freedom of every country where them supposed to have, which is a blatant lie. And then when them actually look upon it, one of the things where even only show that even the country or US take for our country as well is even brain drain, where them them take the brightest and the smart them make them take the brightest and the smartest of our country and them go US and them go Canada and them go all over the place for better for work more money and all them things there. And therefore, even though them send back money to the country and all them things there, it still drain the country, so it kind of make the country hard to develop. But the reason why it make the country hard to develop is that them put so much economic strain upon the country where we can't pay our people properly for them services, so them leave. That also is a strategic help. So when I check it, all of the US, mainly US and them other countries here, right, get the benefits of our people when it come on to intellect and then put it to freedom use and betterment of freedom nation, while our country or freedom country get damaged. Also, a way to keep oppress you. So hey, anybody where do you think say your Rex Tillerson video visit was just a me just a pass through and we just a talk about some little trade deal and security as the first part of the safety, prosperity, and what you say? Safe, prosperous energy, energy secure and democratic hemisphere. If I think that's what he came about, you're dead wrong. Him come for discuss war, yo. All of this have to do with war, whether trade war, information. Hey, it's an intelligence, right? Trade war, information war, economic war, and ultimately strategic world war, your naval war. All type of the atmosphere is about war. The visit was about the war, where a lot of you people don't know about, right? So as I read two scriptures, and then afterwards, close it out. It's a Psalms. It's a Psalms 55 verse 20. It says, he had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. And that's the thing. Right now, Jamaica with peace with the United States, but in the days to come, them are double crossing you. Every treaty them break. So the time I come where even them politicians say all of them deal with them they make in vain because them all get double crossed. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. Oh, peace, yes, democracy, there, there, there. But war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were their sword drawn. So right now, behind closed door, one knife did their 100 to neck. But on the forefront, everybody like say, yo, yeah, man, those two countries work together. Yeah. Hmm. Verse this is Psalms 10 verse 9. And the start at 1, 2, it says, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor, let them be taken in devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart desire, and blessed the covetous, whom Yahweh abhorreth. The wicked, through their pride of his countenance, will not seek after God. Alright, start at verse 5 says, his ways are always grievous, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. And that's the thing. He might puff at China, he might puff at Russia, right? Which is mainly America and the so-called white man. But this is what them are do, yo. Them grievous. right? Them all them come on them pray upon the weak. He had said in his heart, I shall not be moved, I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud, because all of them trade thing are fraud, right? Under his tongue is mischief and vanity, because all of this is about what? Gaining gaining value to the US dollar, yo. Making sure that America is great again, keeping America on top. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in secret places that he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. And how them do that? Them go in a country, them set up agent provocateurs, right? Cause one bag destabilize so much in country, put so much people to death, spread diseases, right? Even in Jamaica, you was start political war. The CIA. Who started? The CIA. With Edward Seaga and them agents. Ship all the guns come here. Who make sure say drugs in the country? Who responsible for drugs from the Western Hemisphere? CIA nonetheless, right? And in this war to come, they might kill a whole heap more people as well. He lied in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lied in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him in his net, right? And that's what them do, yo. When them come with them legislations and them laws and them press conference, oh, them a come for the goodies and them a come for the that. It's all a sham, yo. It's all to destroy and devour you people, and you're going to see it soon and very soon. When the people are going to see it soon and very soon. Psalm 17, verse 12, it says, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. On start at 9, it says, for the wicked that oppress me from my deadly enemies who compass me about. And hey, them people here, when I realize I'm enemies, them, yo. Even China and all them other big nations, them just a circle and a use, yo. But really and truly, them oppressed to get them gain, to make sure them stay on top. They are enclosed in their own fat, with their mouth they speak proudly. And Tillerson come and speak with much pride, yo. Hey, Trump, who proud like Trump? They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. So basically, the so-called white man are getting ready to devour you people, yo. So hey, people need to repent, need to turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kodash, and if not, hey, you're just gonna get destroyed in this coming war. You'll get destroyed in all of the judgment which is to come, the famine, the pestilence, the slaughter, right? All of this is coming upon the society. All of this will happen is due to the prophecy. This is all to the fulfillment of a prophecy of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? So with that, we want to say all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word now, sincerity and truth. Shalom. Sisters, believers, the helps.